Hello, we are Team 20194, the Jackbots, from Royal Warfield, West Virginia. As a growing robotics team, we've learned that staying organized and working efficiently is very important. That's why we use Monday.com, a project management tool that helps us structure our team, boost professionalism, and work smarter. Today, we're excited to share our journey with you in navigating teamwork, steering your first robotics crew with Monday.com project management.
We run our team like a professional business. We've organized into two main branches, Robot and Outreach, each with several sub-teams that focus on different areas. For example, our media team handles our social media and they also promote our events. Each sub-team has a team leader who regularly reports to our project manager. Project manager oversees the big picture and keeps everyone on track. They also use Monday.com to organize tasks, lead meetings, and help us meet our goals.
On Monday.com, we list all of our sub-teams like programming, media, engineering, and outreach. Once tasks are listed on Monday, we can then assign an owner to them. For us, that's typically the sub-team leader, group, or individuals responsible for that task. Team leaders ensure the tasks are completed and can create change due dates if needed. We can break big tasks into smaller tasks. For example, under Build Robot Arm, smaller tasks might be connect servos, cut and assemble C-channels, and test movement.
Each task shows its status, like to do, working on it, or done. That way we can track the progress at a glance. We also set priority levels like high or low so that we know what to focus on first.
One of the best features is that we can chat directly in the task. That keeps all the communication in one place and we don't lose track of our meetings. We can also upload files like coding snippets, outreach files, or CAD drawings, so everything related to that task is right there in one place.
Each week, we hold a Monday meeting to keep our team aligned and on track. These usually happen about once a week, although we meet more often if needed, especially during crunch time. Our project manager leads the meetings, and each sub-team leader gives a quick report on what their group has been working on. We review what we've accomplished the previous week, check off completed tasks in Monday.com, and then assign or adjust tasks for the upcoming week. We always wrap up with an open discussion so that the whole team can give input, ask questions, or bring up anything that needs attention.
Using Monday keeps communication clear across our sub-teams, and they have a mobile app which makes it easy to stay uploaded for the go, and gives us notifications since, as we know, teenagers need a lot of reminders. This makes it much more helpful than using a traditional spreadsheet or some other method. It also helps us track our work for portfolio documentation, and the structure simulates a professional workplace, which is great real-world experience. Overall, it helps us stay organized, efficient, and professionally in everything we do.
Thank you for listening. We'd be happy to answer any questions you have.
So Monday offers a free version for like FTC and FRC teams. You can sign up with the QR code below. It's available for up to 10 users per sign up or link or whatever. So another way to get around that is you can sign up on like what we do is sub-team leaders and project managers. You can use a link for that and sign them up as well. So you get 10 more people per sign up.
Are you taking questions?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. So when you say users, so we use Monday as well with Tractor technicians. So your users, are they like admin? Are they guest users? Or like, can you explain the level of access they have?
So all the team leaders and like sub-team leaders are admin, including like the coaches and project manager.
Okay, and is that the 10 seat limit?
Yes, that is.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yes.
How do you find the learning curve on using Monday for new students? Is it pretty easy for the students to get used to interacting with it, or does it take some time to get them
I'd say it's pretty straightforward.
Okay.
There is a lot you can change and do on it, but it's very simple to learn. Like, and it's also very easy to change anything if
Like this, so like, if we wanted to, you write whatever you want, so like, if you needed to build an arm and you needed certain things, you could write the certain thing you need, and then you could assign it to a person on your team, and then they can check it off whenever it's done.
You also get notifications when you're like added to, say, like a building team. You'll get a notification when there's a new task posted and stuff like that. Yeah, go ahead.
What's the most common means of using Monday for your team? Do your students mostly use it through the mobile app, or are they going on the computer and working on it there?
So it's mostly used for the mobile app.
Okay.
When we're like actually typing stuff up, it's a little hard to type on your phone. So
Sure.
a lot of the project managers use their computer just
But
to
like
make it easier.
doing kind of your updates to your projects or checking off things, you're mostly doing that on the phone?
Yes.
Okay.
it's also easier to get notifications.
Sure.
If like things are really urgent, they'll be on your phone.
Okay.
Right away.
You got a question in the back?
Yeah, so this is our first year on Monday, and we started really late in the season. How early do you start your setting up your build, like schedule? Okay, let me rephrase this. Do you say what you did this year and then copy those tasks for next year? How do you structure your build season?
So this is actually our first year using Monday.
All right.
So we haven't actually copied anything over, but it was very easy to set up. We just kind of set up the original couple teams and then it kind of just went from there.
Okay.
One of the big things that's kind of helped us keep us organized is Monday meetings. Every, ironically, Saturday, we host a Monday meeting and just talk about what we need to get done, what's already been accomplished, and we just update the software just to reflect those changes. Yeah, go ahead.
How do you guys hold those who maybe don't organize their tasks
That's a good one.
So the project manager is in charge of that. There's not really any specific thing we do. It's kind of just talk to them, try to get it worked out. There's no really anything to get accomplished, so you just kind of talk about it.
So is your project
Yeah.
manager then a mentor or a student?
So the project manager is actually a student. He's a senior currently.
Are you all with the school district, and did you have any like privacy policy issues from IT or anything using this?
We're with the school district, but we do not have any issues with
No
it.
pushback
There
or
was no
anything?
pushback or
Okay.
anything.
What about the chat feature? Our district's trying to really like cut down on how teachers are communicating with students and only using district approved things. Did you have any pushback about that chat feature or?
So we did not, because
Okay.
even though we're through our district,
Yeah.
only our team can access what we type in here. So like, if
Okay.
you joined it but you weren't on our team, you wouldn't see anything we put in here. You would only see your team's full chat.
We're also
Sorry, that all the students signed up with their school email.
Okay.
So all of that can be tracked like
Okay.
through the school system. So we just checked with IT to make sure that it wouldn't catch like the state filter or
Yeah.
anything like that. But because it was only our team that had access to it and they were using their school email for that communication, they were okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I have one more quick question. So the 10 users you said are your like sub-team heads. How do you get any other team members in there, or is it really just sub-team heads?
So the sub-team heads have their own accounts,
Oh,
and
okay.
they get an additional 10 people.
Got
So
it.
it kind of like stacks.
Can I also help answer that question? So, I just found out this week that First has the free one for us through Monday. So what we did was we went through the nonprofit. So the way, I have 8 seats, which I could really use even 2 more seats for admin. But what we've done is all our students are guests to a board. So there's like 4 or 5 levels of access, and so we've given all of our students guest access. So to the board, they're invited. So like if a kid is not on outreach, they can't
something else is that, before we had additional users, because the way our team is structured, with having, the sub-teams, and they have a team leader, they report to the project manager works very closely with me and the head coach of the team. So because of the way our team is structured, the sub-team leaders were originally the only ones that had edit access. And so if someone on, say, safety team or whatever needed to update something, they would take that to their team leader, and the team leader would be the one to input or change that. So that worked really well at first. After everyone got really used to using Monday and having our Monday meetings and updating tasks and the app, which didn't take very long, but after everyone got really comfortable, we opened that up and we found that it hasn't been an issue with kids accidentally deleting or doing things, just because of the way our team is organized.
Yes.
How many people do you have in your team, rough estimate?
We have 12 people on our team.
Yeah, for FTC.
Yeah, for FTC.
Yep.
Let's keep track of total.
Yep.
Do you have an FRC team with, like, also or just FTC?
We have FTC, 2 FLOC teams, and like 16 FLOC teams.
Awesome, thank you.
Any other questions?
Is there contact information to get your slideshow?
Yes.
Awesome.
The slideshow that we've had is also going to be available on our website after this week, whenever we get back to our field.
Thank you all for coming. This means a lot to us because we wanted to share all of our things we do with it, and hopefully it helps you out too.